Have you ever felt lost, like your mind is a crowded room filled with worries, doubts, and endless noise? You have dreams, you have ambitions, but something is holding you back. This is a story for you. There once was a young man, ambitious and bright, who felt a deep sense of confusion and restlessness. He carried big dreams in his heart, but his mind was a battlefield of anxiety, self-doubt, and the constant chatter of what-ifs. He felt stuck, unable to move forward, despite all his efforts. Seeking clarity, he decided to journey to a remote mountain to visit a wise old master, hoping to find the peace and purpose that eluded him. He traveled for days, his mind still racing with every step, until he finally arrived at a tranquil garden. The young man found the master sitting peacefully near a small wooden table, where a teapot and 2 empty cups rested. The air was still, filled only with the soft chirping of birds and the scent of blossoms. The young man bowed respectfully and began to pour out his troubles. "Master," he said, his voice heavy with frustration, "I have studied countless books, I have worked harder than anyone I know, and I have accumulated so much knowledge. Yet I feel completely empty inside. My mind is always racing, and I can't find any peace. What should I do? What am I missing?" The old master listened patiently, his eyes filled with a gentle understanding. He didn't say a word. Instead, he simply smiled, picked up the teapot, and began to pour tea into the young man's cup. The young man watched, waiting for a profound piece of wisdom. The fragrant, steaming tea filled the cup, reaching the very brim. But the master didn't stop. He continued to pour, and the tea began to spill over the sides, cascading onto the table and then onto the ground. Surprised and alarmed, the young man jumped up. "Master, stop! The cup is full. It's overflowing. You can't add any more." The master finally stopped pouring. He looked into the young man's eyes, his gentle smile unwavering. "Exactly," he said softly. "You are just like this cup. Your mind is already full. It's overflowing with your own ideas, your worries, your judgments, and your past experiences. You came here seeking new wisdom, but how can you possibly receive anything new when there is no space for it? You cannot fill a cup that is already full. You must first empty your mind." In that powerful, silent moment, watching the spilled tea soak into the earth, the young man understood it wasn't about learning more or doing more. The answer wasn't outside of him, it was within. He realized his mind was clogged with the residue of past mistakes, the fear of future failures, and the constant nagging voice of self-criticism. These thoughts were the very things preventing him from growing, from learning, and from truly living. To find peace, he needed to let go. From that day forward, the young man began the practice of emptying his mind. It wasn't easy at first. He would sit in silence, simply observing his thoughts without judgment, letting them come and go like clouds in the sky. He started clearing his physical space, decluttering his desk and his home, creating an environment of calm. He walked in nature, breathing in the fresh air and listening to the wind, allowing it to sweep away the noise inside him. He started a journal, not to overthink, but to pour out his anxieties onto the page, leaving his mind clear. Slowly but surely, as he emptied his mind of anger, doubt, and negativity, something incredible happened. He discovered a profound sense of peace he had never known. With that peace came a newfound focus and an unshakable sense of purpose. His life didn't magically become perfect overnight. Challenges still arose, and obstacles still appeared. But now he faced them with a calm heart and a clear mind, unburdened by the weight of mental clutter. He was no longer a victim of his thoughts. He was the master of his inner world. So, the next time you feel overwhelmed, remember the story of the overflowing cup. The world doesn't need you to have a full mind. It needs you to have a clear one. Your greatest power lies not in how much you can hold on to, but in how much you are willing to let go of. Empty your mind of fear, and you will fill it with possibility. Let go of the noise, and you will finally hear the quiet, powerful truth that has been waiting within you all along. Thank you for watching. If this story resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe for more inspiration. Find your peace and live your purpose.